Good morning and welcome into News 4 Midday. I'm Erica Gonzalez. We start in Stafford County, Virginia, where 3 people are still in the hospital this morning after that deadly bus crash Friday. One of them in critical condition. 2 others remain in serious. Investigators say that the bus was heading from New York to North Carolina early Friday morning when it failed to slow for traffic and crashed into multiple cars. 5 people died. More than 40 were hurt. U.S. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy appeared to suggest the driver's language may have played a role in the crash. The NTSB addressed that assertion by the Transportation Secretary.
We are still assessing the driver's language proficiency, and we don't have enough information at this point to have drawn any conclusions there. That's something we're looking at, but we've not drawn a conclusion independently.
The driver faces 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter with additional charges pending. There's still a lot of questions surrounding that deadly chain reaction crash, and this morning we are learning more about the 5 lives lost in the tragedy. We now know that 4 of the 5 victims were members of a single family from Massachusetts traveling to a family wedding in South Carolina. News 4's Jessica Albert spoke with a relative of that family.
5 people were killed in this crash and more than 40 others were injured. There is still a lot of sadness, shock, and disbelief over how horrific and tragic this crash was. It's not only impacting the loved ones of the victims, but also so many people across the Northeast. 4 of the 5 victims have been identified by family as the Doncevs family from Greenfield, Massachusetts. Husband and wife Dimitri and Ekaterina and their children, Emily and Mark. This weekend, I spoke to Dimitri's niece, Carolina Bublik. She told me the family was driving to Dimitri's nephew's wedding in South Carolina when the crash happened. Bublik shared these photos with News 4 of the wedding. They put out a special tribute to the Doncevs and gathered in prayer and mourning for their lost loved ones.
They were God-fearing, God-loving people. They knew who Jesus was. They had accepted him into their hearts. They raised their kids with the same beliefs. They were the most generous, the most kind-hearted people, always ready to give a hand, no matter how much it inconvenienced them.
Virginia State Police have identified the 5th victim in this crash as 25-year-old Priscilla Mafalda. She's also from Massachusetts. We're working to learn more about her. Many of the people injured in this crash were taken to Mary Washington Hospital. 3 victims remain there. One of the victims has been upgraded to fair condition. Of the remaining 2, one is in critical condition, the other in serious condition. At last check, the driver of the bus that allegedly caused this crash is still in the hospital. We expect him to have his first court appearance once he's released. Jessica Albert, News 4.